This is Don Brown, Republican candidate for the United States Senate, on the campaign trail in southeastern North Carolina today. Today is Monday, November 3rd. That means tomorrow, November 4th, is election day for municipal offices all over our great state. And to this end, I want to encourage all my fellow Republicans to get out and vote. Make sure that we come out in full force in these municipal elections. The good news is that Republican registration is now outpacing Democrat registration across the state. And if we do our job, we can make sure that North Carolina and our cities and towns remain predominantly red, which is a great thing for freedom in our state. I also would like to call special attention to two mayoral races. All of our mayoral races are extremely important, but I want to talk about two. One is in the state's largest city, the Queen City, Charlotte. And I want all my fellow Republicans who are there to get out and support Terry Donovan. Terry is a brave conservative who stepped it up to challenge the entrenched Democrat uh, establishment there in Charlotte. And Charlotte was once one of the greatest cities in the nation. In many ways, it still is. But since the Democrats have taken control, it has become a crime-ridden city. We saw what happened with the brutal murder of that sweet young girl from Ukraine, Irina, just a few weeks ago. When that happened, I called for the National Guard to come into Charlotte, and 2 weeks later, the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Fraternal Order of Police joined me in that call. And Terry Donovan is also calling for the National Guard to come in and to stabilize the crime situation there. Terry is a law and order candidate. And the good news is, if our Republicans will come out in mass, if our Republicans will come out solidly, we can take the Charlotte mayoral race back and get behind my friend Ed Peacock also, who's at large for city council in that city. So, Charlotte Mecklenburg Republicans, do your job tomorrow. Also, I want to call attention to the mayor's race in one of the most beautiful cities in North Carolina, down on the coast. That is the city of New Bern, our former colonial capital, and which is the county seat of Craven County. I want to call attention to the race involving Republican Mayor Jeffrey Odom, who is running for re-election. Mayor Odom has done a fabulous job in New Bern, but he's facing a very radical Democrat candidate. And the biggest problem we can have as Republicans is complacency. For my friends in New Bern, get out and make sure that Mayor Odom is sent back to City Hall as a leader of this gorgeous city, which I love so much, being a native of Eastern North Carolina myself. And to all my Republicans, do not let the Democrats use our complacency against us. They're pretty revved up and fired up right now with Trump derangement syndrome. But the good news is there are more of us than there are of them. Step out and support Republicans in tomorrow's municipal elections. And let's make sure that North Carolina turns more and more red as time goes on. Thank you and God bless. This is Don Brown, candidate for United States Senate. Keep us all in prayer. Thank you.